Wednesday, Wednesday, Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It is TGIW. Thank God it is Wednesday. It is New Comic Book Day. I can't get away. I can't get away from these beefy weeks. I can't get away. Variants. Yeah, there are some variants in here. Variants I didn't need. I don't necessarily. Well, I want the variant. I didn't want the. We'll get to it. There are some duplicates in here that I wish I didn't have, but it is what it is. All right. So we'll start with those. Actually, we'll get those out of the way. So King in Black, number 3. Continuing the story, the main line. The tie-ins have been great. I've been getting not all, but most of the tie-ins, and I've enjoyed everything about it so far. I have no complaints. So I have the regular cover, and then I have been getting the Alien variants. I love these Alien variants so much. I'm a huge Alien fan. They're great, and I don't need this copy, right? I only needed to get this one to have the Alien variant. The problem is with this and 2 other books that I have this book on subscription in one of my LCSs. I go to 2. I have 2 subscriptions across 2 LCSs just to spread the love of from 2 of my stores. So I go to this one first. And this is what they have. They don't have the Alien variant. I didn't even know there was an Alien variant. I don't know that. Like I don't research those ahead. It's just I see them on the shelf like, oh, I want the Alien variant. So I pick this up. Then when I go to my second LCS, I see, oh, there is an Alien variant, and I want that, but I've already bought this, and I would have to buy it anyway, right? Because I subscribed to it. I pre-ordered it, so I end up with 2. The exact same thing happened with Iron Fist. I have Iron Fist on my pull, my first LCS. They didn't have the Alien variant, but my second one did. So I picked it up. And then similar with Black Cat, I got this at the first LCS I went to. They didn't have the Alien variant, but my second LCS did have the Alien variant. So I have 2 copies of these. I really only want the Alien variant. But again, I pre-ordered. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna buy this, even though I promised to, because another store might have the variant that I want. I'm not gonna do that. This is part of my problem, though. I mean, part of one of my problems. I think I'm getting limited series to death. I look over my poll list and deciding on things to cut, and I never I'm not going to cut a limited series because I'm partway through it, so I'll just finish it out. And then once you take those out, I don't really have that many ongoing series, so I don't know what to cut because I have those things on there because I want them. I need to stop with the limited series. This is the first one, and I'm getting this because I did pre-order it before I decided, hey, I need to cool it on the limited series. It's not that they're bad. I've been enjoying them. I enjoy Juggernaut. I've been enjoying Shang-Chi. They're good reads, but there's just so much, and I have so much older stuff I'm still trying to get through. I have to cut it off somewhere. I can't read it all as much as I want to. There's just not enough time in the day, or in the week, or the months, as it turns out, as I'm trying to read this older stuff. I have to cool it on these miniseries. So I'm going to try to do that. Only get miniseries that I absolutely want, which is tough because there's characters like Shang-Chi and Iron Fist that I love. I love those characters. I love these B-list characters. I don't think they get enough love, and I want to show Marvel in this case that there is love for those characters, and the best way to do that is to buy them. But I can't. It's just too much. We Live number 4. This has continued to be great. You know, I read the first issue and I loved it then, and I still love it. I think it's a great story, an interesting concept, and I hope it keeps going for a while. Batman, Catwoman. One of the things that might not be susceptible to the No More Limited series is the Black Label stuff, because I mean it's all limited series stuff, and I've been getting all the Black Label stuff, and I really like it. Not to mention, I don't get a whole lot of DC stuff, so this really helps with that DC stuff, getting that DC stuff, and enjoying the DC universe, because a lot of the main titles aren't really doing it for me. Speaking of Rorschach, Jenica 2. If anyone needs a Jenica 2 number 3 and maybe even 1 and 2, geez, I think I ended up with this being on the pull list of both my shops. So I have 2 of all of them. If anyone needs Jenica 2s, let me know, just because I have 2 of each. I don't know how that happened. Serial. I'm not real sure what this is about. I must have seen this in the previews and I thought it was interesting, so I added it. So I have it. I guess I'll read it and find out. I don't know if it's an anthology series. Anthology series are really hot right now, with Ice Cream Man and El Haha, Serial, but I can't quite remember. Part of me wants to think that it is a serial, which would make sense with its name. We have TMNT Proper, number 113. I say it every time. Still one of the best books on the shelf. Even if you don't care about Ninja Turtles, it is just a really good read. Miniseries. Maestro War and Pax, number 1. This I would get, even if I had cut off or wanting to cut back on limited series, because I love Maestro. I love the Hulk, but the Maestro, I think, is like one of the most interesting iterations of the Hulk, which there are many, but it is one of my favorite. Abbott, 1973. No idea what this is about. I have no idea what this is about. This is a variant. I think I read on the regular cover, on the back of it, it said something about like the press being sort of like this set of enforcers or something. I don't know. The little blurb was like, I'll give one issue a shot. I Breathed a Body. Speaking of serial issues, this is another serial series. Aftershock. Been loving Aftershock. I think it's horror. It looks horror. Definitely looks horror. I did pick up a variant of that as well, just because it was really cool. So we have 2 copies of I Breathed a Body. This I'm excited about. Just like I was excited for the last issue of Superman I got, I'm excited for this issue of Legion of Superheroes, because this is my last one. I have axed it from my pull file. Superman and Legion of Superheroes were my 2 least favorite books that I was getting every month. So I waited until the current arc of each was done and said, no more. I don't need it anymore. I'm not enjoying it. I don't like Bendis. I don't like what Bendis has been doing at DC. I'm Bendis out. I don't want it anymore. So I'm not going to read it. And it makes me sad, because I really love the Legion of Superheroes. I've been reading, whenever there's been a Legion of Superheroes book out, I've been on it since whatever run came out. I think started in the early to mid 2000s. Quite a while ago. Whenever there was a Legion series, I got it because I love the Legion. I can't. I hate it. It's not one of those books where it's the last ones I read because I put it off because I don't want to read it because I don't enjoy it, and that makes me sad. Okay, so then here's the other problem. And I signed up for this knowing full well it was going to happen. It was going to be rough, but Future State. But I've been really enjoying Future State. I think I enjoyed last week's round of books more than I enjoyed the week before. Um, but overall, I really like it. I think there's something to be said. I don't think DC is doing great. And what's been doing best at DC has been their death metal, Dark Knights metal, or whatever that. Like I don't know. I don't read it. I didn't get on that train. But I think that's the sort of their best selling line right now, which is probably why it keeps going on because it's the thing that's selling. And I don't know how well Future State is doing. It's only been a couple weeks, but I really enjoy it. So what's it like? What's it say if you're too well? And Black Label stuff has been doing really well as also. What does it mean when your best selling books are like not in your main universe? It's like there's something wrong with that, right? If you have these spin-off series of alternate universe type stuff, that should sort of be secondary to what's going on in the main universe. But people don't care what's going on in the main universe because it sucks. So people are like, I feel I'm projecting, I suppose. But people are like, I'm not getting what I want out of DC proper, but I like the idea of or the basis of some of these characters. They're over here doing something actually kind of fun with those ideas, so that's where their money is going. I feel DC, God, they're just getting kind of played out. I'm sorry to say, but all the Future State titles of this week: Nightwing, Shazam. That's going to be fun. Superman Worlds at War. So I guess this is the original Superman. It's kind of cool. The next Batman. This is number 2. The first one was a couple weeks ago. Yeah, and I think the next Batman number 1 was one of the weaker titles, I thought. And then Wonder Woman. I got the variant of this just because I love Peach Momoko. So I got that. So I am excited to keep reading these. It is a part of my problem. I mean, that's a good chunk of why my stack is so thick. I mean, this is what, 5 books, and 2 of them are thick books that I normally would not be getting, and that's quite a bit. But it's if I enjoy it, and I know that it's short term, then I'm okay with it, and I am enjoying Future State. And then I also got Volume 2 of Ascender. I read Descender, so been getting Ascender, getting these in trades, and I've continued to enjoy it. Though I heard, so this was meant to be like a 3-part thing where there's Descender, Ascender, and then part 3 is something else. Presumably. I think I read or heard somewhere that whatever the 3rd part was, it's not going to happen, which is too bad. Maybe this book just isn't doing well, so they decided to axe it. I've been enjoying it. I don't like when, and I don't blame them, but when there's something that I like that gets canceled because as a whole, people aren't enjoying it or at least aren't buying it. And it is what it is. I don't blame other people for not reading it if they don't like it, if it's not their cup of tea. And I don't blame the publisher for not wanting to put out a book they feel that isn't going to sell. It's just kind of a bummer, just kind of a bummer. That's it. So at least they know now, because I think Ascender is still going on. So at least they know that if that 3rd part isn't going to happen, they know it while they're still writing the 2nd part, so they can wrap up whatever they wanted to wrap up. Maybe not in the way that was originally intended, but it's better than it just like ending on a cliffhanger or the story not being done and then being like, well, no one wanted it, so you're not going to get the ending. That would really bum me out. But and if that happens, that happens. Not much that can be done about it. I think that's it. Again, a nice thick week. I got plenty to read for sure. Some duplicates I don't need. So if anyone needs those, let me know. I'd be happy to work something out for him. But that's it needs it. Maybe I shouldn't have done the future state thing. Um, but I really need to cut down. One, just for the amount of stuff it takes, the amount of time it takes to read this stuff. But I mean, it's not light on the pocketbook. You know, it's really not light on the pocketbook, and I'm starting to feel it. These last couple months or so have been kind of beefy, and it's too bad. But it's my own fault. It's stuff like this too, right? This FOMO, right? What if it's good? What if it's good? I don't find out that it's good until it's too late, and I can't find an issue 1, or issue 1's too expensive. It's a problem I had with Something Is Killing the Children. Right? I didn't know about it until it was really, really hot, and at that point, like, well, it's way too late now. But you can't get everything, which is too bad, because I love everything. I love everything, and I want it all. But you can't. Anyway, that's it. As always, let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let me know what you got. Let me know what you think, what I got. Is there something in here that is just not worth my time? What if, are you, I think I've asked this last time, but what your thoughts on Future State are, if you've been enjoying it, or if you've not been enjoying it. I don't know. But, man, like, looking through this, like, I'm getting indie heavy, which is okay, but it means I need to cut down on the non-indie stuff, if that's the way that I'm going to go. But that is it. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Love you. Be nice to each other, all that stuff. And as always, don't forget to make yours Titan. This video was brought to you by Titan Comic Pressing. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Titan Comic Pressing LLC.